Robin's a little bit tired and she's trying to hide. But I told her that we're doing our blog and she has to join me on it today. The last time that I spoke, I was at the airport in New York, and then we left Scott, which was sad, and then got on the plane to Fort Lauderdale. In the end, we didn't have to buy a ticket from anyone else. We bought one from Spirit that was going to be 100% refundable, and we just had to go to the ticket office in
No one knows what this means. What?
Yes, they do. I told them in Guatemala to cancel the ticket. So then, after Fort Lauderdale, we flew to Guatemala. Nothing much to say about the flights. They were
We slept on them the whole way.
pretty average. No food.
Everyone, or a lot of people on the flights acted like they'd never flown before and were up and out of their seats when we were like taking off or just about to take off. And when we were just about to land and the stewardesses were telling them off the whole time and they were just acting like kids the whole time.
And quite rude. But then what happened? Then we got to the airport and we spoke to a tourist information person who was going to book a hotel for us, but we didn't really like the sound of that, and we had to arrange our refund. So we had to go back to departures to find the Spirit desk, which was closed. So then, after some faffing about, we spoke to someone who only spoke Spanish at a different tourist information desk, and they said to go to the offices of the airline.
Yeah, not a tourist, right, different airline employee told us to go to the airline offices upstairs. So we wandered around some corridors that didn't feel like we should be walking through, but we did anyway, and found the Spirit airline office and knocked on the door, but there was no answer. So we went and got some food, which took forever because we couldn't figure out how to order anything. And
in the end, we had a crispy chicken burger from the famous Paolo something or other. Paulo.
Com
is
something.
The Guatemala version of KFC. And then we tried to use the phone, but it was meant to be a free phone number, but it wouldn't work. And then we tried to put money in it, and that just came out again. So then we went back to the Spirit airline office, and we missed a bit, but anyway. After faffing about a lot, some guy from the Spirit office let us use his phone, and Robin did very well on the phone and got the tickets refunded to us. So hopefully that will go okay, but we need to check that over the next few days. And then we had to leave the airport, which was scary.
No, then we had to get back to the arrivals room to speak to the tourist information desk lady, but we couldn't get through to that part of the arrivals room. We weren't allowed, and this man who could speak English kept trying to sell us a hotel room and a taxi to his hotel with bed and breakfast for
$25, I think.
Yeah, $25. Which sounded okay, but we didn't know where it was. He said it was near to the airport, but apart from that, he wasn't really giving much away.
He seemed quite nice, but at the same time he was a bit of a hustler. So in the end he got a taxi to take us to an address we got out of the guidebook to Guatemala City.
And as we were sat in a taxi, ready for the door to close and for us to go, he was asking for a tip, and we tried to give him one quetzal, and he said no, that's like 10 cents. 10 US dollar cents. So we gave him a little bit more, but it was awkward.
6 in the end, so it was a bit less than $1. But anyway, then we got to the hostel.
Taxi driver kept trying to talk to us the whole way in Spanish. We were just sat in the back, not able to say anything.
Just like we didn't even know how to say we don't speak Spanish. Then we got to the hostel, which we don't think was the one that we actually asked for, but it was a different one that we were actually going to ask for in the first place, and changed our mind to one that we thought looked better. Anyway, we ended up at a hostel and it was alright. And it was a room with Spanish TV and a private bathroom that leaked from either the sink or the toilet. Hopefully the sink.
And a cold shower.
And it was very daunting and scary, and we didn't want to leave the hotel room. And then we asked the guy who ran the hostel, like, where we could get food from, but we couldn't ask him we didn't know how to ask him, and he didn't speak any English. So in the end we just decided that we were going to walk out towards what we hoped was the police headquarters and see what we could find. And we found, we walked past one place and thought it looked alright, and then we carried on a bit further and saw another place that looked a bit better, and then we carried on a tiny bit further and decided that the second place looked good enough. So we went back there and we got the sort of 14-year-old guy who was serving, and he spoke very good idiot's sign language.
Oh, it was really good. No one else has used sign language to us yet, and I like it.
Not proper sign language, but just like putting your fingers up for how much it's going to cost and stuff like that. And we just saw these things that they were cooking that looked alright and they were good. It was like...
there's a picture on the
There's
blog.
a picture, yeah. It was nice. It was like sort of some sort of pizza-y fried dough thing with some sort of coleslaw-y sauerkraut-y thing and shredded beef and hot sauce and stuff. I liked it. It was good. And then we went back and went to bed. And then we got up and we both thought independently of each other that we wanted to get on a plane and go home. And we only didn't because we didn't want it because there's too many people at home that know that we're going travelling and we can't go home.